Often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Dre Broadcasting Network as we are proud to bring you the Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series, empowered by our expression. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are not on an oval here tonight. That's right, these guys will be turning right, left, going uphill and downhill. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for an exciting packed 2-mile road course here at Sonoma. Taking a look at our season point standing. Right now, Michael Araya is in the points lead at this point after 8 races. Having 8 starts tonight, 7 races in the regular season here. Walker Thomas is sitting in second, just 33 points behind. Nick Massey sitting in third, 40 points behind. Joshua Adams sitting in fifth. He is only 41 points behind. Ryan Dyson rounding out your top 5 in points, just 47 points behind. Michael Fennelson is sitting in 6th. Carl Shedd sitting in 7th. Joseph Tice 8th. Robert Kenny 9th. And Austin Hartenfeld's rounding out your top 10 in points so far this season. We have yet to reach the halfway point of the season here, of the 22-week race season here with the Upper Edge Racing guys. Right now, the guy out on point is going to be the 33 of Corey Hoover. Corey Hoover setting a qualifying time right now so far at 1:13.3 seconds as we are still under qualifying here at Sonoma. Once again, my name is David Everly. Unfortunately, Tanner Sharp was not able to make it here to Sonoma with us this week, but we look forward to having him back here for upcoming races here with the Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series. Taking a look, see who's still out on the track. There's the 29 of Austin Hartenfeld. He is currently qualified in 3rd position, but he is going down pit road. Michael Fennelson right now out on the track here trying to put a time here as he is coming into this hard. Actually, he is making his way down on the pit road as we speak. Justin Munsell in that 2-machine Ford Fusion out there on the track as he is slowing up. Looks like he's got a little bit of damage, so this track is challenging, that is for sure. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are at Sonoma. So we are looking for a good 45-lap race. The thing about it is, though, no cautions here. No full course cautions, only local cautions here at Sonoma. So no lucky dogs will be given out here tonight. Interesting fact here about Sonoma, though, it has 160 feet of elevation change throughout the entire course. Its highest point, which would be turn 3A, 174 feet, to its lowest point, turn 10, at only 14 feet. So these guys will be going up and downhill, left and right. So they're going to have to be on their A game as they are getting ready. Just 7 minutes left until the end of qualifying. Taking a look at last week's race, we were at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We saw Joseph Tice coming out and taking the win at Charlotte. Corey Hoover sitting in second. Michael Araya finishing third. Josh Adams fourth. Dalton Alexander coming out in fifth. Nick Massey sixth. Robert Kenny seventh. Marvin Wingfield finishing eighth. Bronson Stafford finishing in ninth. And Riley Grant Davis finishing in 10th position. So we have seen some good winners so far this season. Will we see another one? Right now, Corey Hoover, the man out front, as these guys are waiting here for the final 5 minutes of qualifying before we'll start gridding up and going green flag racing here at Sonoma. Corey Hoover there, unfortunately, does not have a win this season, so will we see him take the green flag and come away with the checkered flag? Anything's possible. Rough track, I tell you from experience, it's a battle to work with. As we are now rounding out the final 5 minutes here qualifying here at Sonoma. Well, we got some more folks coming out on the track trying to better those times. Can anybody beat the 33 of Corey Hoover, currently with a 113.341 here at Sonoma? It'll be interesting to see, because I think we're going to see some cars up on two wheels, because these berms, when they hit them, it's going to get those wheels up. So they're going to have trouble, because they have some real tight turns to maneuver. Got some sweeping turns. As I said, elevation is definitely going to play key. Taking a look at tonight's weather, they got a 78 degree air temperature with a 100 degree track temperature. The wind out of the north at 2 miles an hour. Under partly cloudy conditions out here in Sonoma. So we are just going to go ahead and watch these guys put in some qualifying times here, as we are just under 3.5 minutes left of qualifying. I think tonight pit strategy is going to be a key component. Tell you, this track has it all, as you just seen the 51 of Bradley Burkhardt come by the start-finish line. You saw the drag strip there off to the right. This is one of the most versatile tracks. It's got a drag strip. You see the Formula One, Verizon IndyCar comes here. You got the drag cars, and you've got NASCAR here that comes here to Sonoma. Right there, as we see the 14 of Michael Fennelson out on the track there. He is just trying to blister. He is currently qualified in 8th. So he is sitting in a good position. Right now, we're looking at Corey Hoover, Carl Shedd, Austin Hartenfels, Carl Whatmore sitting in the front 2 rows of tonight's start. With just under 2 minutes to go, looks like right now our top 8 drivers out on the track, trying to better those times and gain those positions before the start of tonight's race. Tonight's race is brought to you by the Profile Machine Products, as we are watching Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series here live on Dre Broadcasting, live on YouTube and the YouTube portal. As we are now just over a minute left in qualifying before we will get ready to go green flag racing here. Taking a look here from the Goodyear blimp, who has blessed us with these awesome camera angles from up high as these guys are working their way around the track trying to put in some better qualifying times as we are now under 1 minute till we start gridding. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just a few more moments and we will be green flag racing here at Sonoma Raceway. So, all the people out there in the chat, tell me who you're rooting on here tonight. Who do you think's going to come away with the road win here at Sonoma? Well, as we are now getting ready to grid, we are going to let these guys climb in their cars, get ready for the grid, as we are getting ready to go green flag racing once again here at Sonoma. So the red flag is out as the last driver is finishing up their qualifying. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Upper Edge Racing, the Profile Machine Products Cup Series here on Dre Broadcasting Network, as this is the first road race of the season here at Sonoma. So about 15 seconds, these drivers will start getting in their cars, getting out on the starting grid, so that we can get this race a moving tonight. 45 laps here at Sonoma, going uphill, left, downhill, left, right, and all around as they are going to be battling, trying to win the first race tonight. Currently, the man on point is going to be 33, Corey Hoover. He is going to get the pole position here tonight, so he has yet to get a win this season, so maybe he is hoping this is going to get him his first win. As we go over the starting grid, Corey Hoover, the man on point tonight on the pole. Carl Shedd sitting in second. Sitting third, Austin Hartenfels. Joseph Tice starting fourth. Starting fifth, Cal Wetmore. Bradley Burke starting sixth. Starting seventh, Michael Lariah. Michael Fennelson starting in eighth. Starting ninth, Ryan Dyson. Riley Grant Davis starting in 10th position. Starting 11th is going to be Walker Thomas. Joe Lawrence in 12th. Starting 13th, Joshua Adams. Bronson Stafford 14th. Starting 15th, Justin Munsell. And Corey Blevins starting in your 16th position. Tom Bourne, Dalton Alexander starting the next row 17th and 18th. Nick Massey, Robert Kenny 20th and 21st. And starting 22nd at the back of the field tonight, Marvin Wingfield. Well, as we are waiting for the pace lap, as they are all lined up and on the field, well, for anybody that's interested in checking out Upper Edge Racing, make sure to check out their website, upperedgeracing.com. go check them out, send them an email, and we might be seeing you here on the live stream on Thursday nights for the Profile Machine Products Cup Series. As the pace car starts off, we are going to get one pace lap around Sonoma. Then we are going to be going green flag racing for 45 laps here at Sonoma. Taking a look at the chat, we got Joshua Gillen. He's new to this league, but he is checking them out. Joshua, go check them out on our website, upperedgeracing.com. Of course, 97 Beast Lee is... he is picking Marvin Smooth Wingfield for the win, so we are going to see is looks like starting out front is going to be Corey Hoover and Carl Shedd. As these guys make their way around the track here following the iRacing Porsche pace car here at Sonoma. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, there will be no full course cautions, only local cautions. So, gotta be careful and take care of your machine. But it's a narrow track, so they gotta watch where they're gonna make the passes. Just a few more turns before that pace car is gonna dip down into pit road. And we are gonna be getting the green flag here tonight. Here we go. Pace car will be dipping in. Pace car on pit road is the 33 of Corey Hoover, bringing him around this long, sweeping, hard right as we are getting ready to get the green flag. Green flag racing. Here we go at Sonoma, boys. We are racing here live. Looking at them come 2x2 into turn one. Check that out. Guys are putting it on. Gotta be careful coming up into this next turn. It is a technical turn to the right, but they handle it as they are still side by side as we see the 44 Michael Lariah trying to make some moves on the 14 of Michael Fendelson as they are still side by side through these turns. Fendelson's going to get the run, but here comes Lariah looking back as they are going to have to slow down for this hard right turn. Well, looks like we are getting back here to single file, going back towards the field here. So we still got a car there trying to go double wide here as I'm trying to get the car. Oh, the 48 of Nick Massey. Oh, unfortunately, that is going to involve the 19, or the 19 machine. That is going to be Marvin Wingfield. He is smoking heavily after some contact with the 48 machine. Let's see if we can pull that back up on the Dre broadcast and instant replay, focusing on Marvin Wingfield and the 48 of Nick Massey. As we see the 18 of Marvin Wingfield running there. Oh, unfortunately, the 48 had stopped on the track, so let's find it back here. Oh, he got into some contact there with looks like... Yeah, he got some contact there with him, and the 2 machine got him spun around. 39 also, but Marvin Wingfield nowhere to go, ran right into the back end of him. But we are still green flag racing here at Sonoma, so this will be interesting to see, because taking a look at Marvin Wingfield, he is still down on pit road. Corey Hoover still leading out front, but he is coming under fire from the 29 of Austin Hartenfels, who gets down onto the inside there through the final turn as they are now getting ready to cross the start-finish line. Here they go, back into turn number 1, and it looks like Corey Hoover is going to maintain that lead. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you a little treat here. We are going to ride on the in-car with the 33 of Corey Hoover just to show you what it looks like here running at Sonoma in the Cup cars. That's what it takes here at Sonoma. It is all about throttle control and your braking points, because you got to use them to get slowed down for these hard right turns. As you see him come real close to those tire barriers, but he's able to get back hard on that throttle and get back on the gas as he goes through the gears. But coming here into turn one, he's gonna just let it off, let it coast. Coming up into the next hard right turn, he is going to downshift and keep it as part of the right. Then kind of feather that throttle and then back on the throttle as he comes down the hill here into a little chicane and then back up to the top of the hill to a hard right. Gets dangerously close to that sand. You gotta be careful. You get your tires into that sand, it's gonna kick your back end around. But he's doing a good job at keeping that right on point. As he is now pulled out to a 3/10 lead over Austin Hartenfeld. Sitting there in third, the 45 of Carl Shedd. He has got Joseph Tice there right behind him. Also, Carl Whatmore sitting there in fifth after starting in fifth. There's really not too many position changes right now, except Carl Shedd dropped back to third. Austin Hartenfeld's moved up into second. Bradley Burke running there in sixth. Michael Lariah sitting in seventh. Michael Fennelson starting in eighth. Brian Dyson still running in the ninth position, as these guys are running a pretty strong lap here at Sonoma. These guys here already on lap 5 of 45. Just 41 laps remaining here tonight. This question is how long will a tank of gas make him go? How many laps here? Unfortunately, Nick Massey is down on pit road. Tom Bourne down on pit road. Marvin Wingfield also on pit road. Corey Blevins now making his way down onto pit road as well. We go back up front. Looks like Joseph Tice has got some company behind him. Cal Whatmore is right there behind him looking to take that position, but Tice is holding on pretty good to that fourth position as they work their way through here through the S's. Well, only 17 cars left here. Actually, 18 cars out on the track after 19 started tonight's race. These guys still putting about 1:14 lap times. Let's see, yeah, we got some 1:15s in here as well. Going back, taking a look here at Joe Lawrence, running back into 13th position, running pretty strong. Dalton Alexander sitting there in 12th position. Walker Thomas now still in the 11th position. Really no position changes so far, except for up front with Carl Shedd and Austin Hartenfels. Now next week, ladies and gentlemen, here Thursday night, live on the Dre Broadcasting Network, we will be at Daytona for 80 laps, 200 miles, as these guys will be powering these Gen 6 Monster Energy Cup cars at Daytona for the second time this season. So make sure you tune in next week, as these guys will be doing a little plate track racing once again at Daytona. Looks like the field's getting stretched out pretty good here as we see the 88 of Joshua Adams running back into 14th, losing one position after starting 13th. Still just kind of riding, still early stages of the race. Here we see Robert Kenny starting 21st all the way up into 17th as he is just now passing the start-finish line. So he is out there just kind of working and getting those points, because as we are approaching, this is race number 9 of the series of a 22-week series. Looks like Austin Hartenfels running into second position is keeping pretty good tabs on our race leader, 33 of Corey Hoover, as he is, well, actually he's about 9/10 behind. 9/10 behind him. Got the 45 Carl Shedd sitting there in third. Joseph Tice there. Oh, as we see him get loose coming out of that turn, he is going to lose a position as he is going to hit that wall. Let's pull up the Dre Broadcasting replay, take a look at that one more time. We are going to focus on the 5 of Joseph Tice. Coming down into the turn here, he is going to be hard on the brake. Oh, he just hits that bump. That just hits it wrong. He is going to smack that outside wall, but he keeps her going. Only going to lose one position, dropping back into the 5th position. That is going to move Cal Whatmore up into the 4th position, as he is actually, looks like he's starting to close in a little bit on the 45 of Carl Shedd. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and take this chance to take a quick commercial break. Just to thank our sponsors, we'll be right back right after a quick commercial break.
Don't let your first date be your last. Visit People Against Distracted Driving at PADD.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dre Broadcasting Network, as we are bringing you live action from Sonoma Raceway with the Profile Machine Products Cup Series, powered by our expression. Taking a look here at our top 10, still being led by the 33 of Corey Hoover. Austin Hartfield's in second. Carl Shedd sitting in third. Cal Whatmore sitting in fourth. Michael Araya fifth. Bradley Burke sitting in sixth. Michael Fennelson seventh. Ryan Dyson moving up into 8th, Riley Grant Davis 9th, and Dalton Alexander rounding out your top 10 right now. Carl Shedd has led all 13 laps so far here tonight, as we are 32 laps remaining here at Sonoma Raceway. We are spread out pretty good here, as we are now only 15 cars left out on the lead lap, as Robert Kenny is going a lap down. Joseph Tice down on pit road. Marvin Wingfield off of pit road as he is out running back in the 18th position. He has got some heavy damage on that Ford Fusion of his, but he is still out there turning laps. Good job there by his pit crew to try to repair it. A little flapping around, but not too much high speed, not too much aerodynamics really here at Sonoma Raceway. Looks like Carl Shedd here is getting a little competition here from the 36 of Cal Whatmore. He is just right behind him as they are working their way through the S's here. Looks like our top 4 have pulled away from the rest of the field here, as Michael Araya is sitting right about 14 seconds behind our leader, the 33 of Corey Hoover. So we are spread out all over the field here. I tell you what, as we see the 44 of Michael Araya, 36, looks like the 36 of Cal Whatmore making his way down on pit road here on lap 16. So it looks like it might be a 2 pit stop night here to get around Sonoma Raceway, as he is taking 4 tires and a full tank of fuel. He is back out of pit road, as he is going to be well, actually Walker Thomas was down on pit road as well. So he had just pitted recently. Also, Bronson Stafford had just pitted recently. Joseph Tice still down on pit road as we speak. Back up front to Corey Hoover. So it looks like pit window's open, but they are not coming down on the pit road. It is going to be Corey Hoover, Austin Hartenfels, Carl Shedd are top three. Michael Lariah sitting there in fourth position as he is now coming under fire from the 14 of Michael Fennelson. As we are now starting to approach our halfway point of tonight's race. So we have been led by 33 of Corey Hoover, leading 16 laps so far here tonight. And it looks like the 48 of Nick Massey is taking his car behind the wall early after that incident with the 19 of Marvin Wingfield. So he is taking his car behind the wall. Not too much excitement really going out on the track here as we go down through the field. As we see the 12 of Dalton Alexander, he's got the 36 of Cal Whatmore and Riley Grant Davis right there behind him. As they are just Cal Whatmore sitting there on some new fresh tires and a full tank of fuel, sitting back in 9th position. And it looks like the 36 of Cal Whatmore is going to make the pass over the 12 of Dalton Alexander, taking away that 8th position as he is working his way back up through the field here. But meanwhile, Corey Hoover coming here through the S's. He has actually opened up his lead to 2.6 seconds over the 29 of Austin Hartenfels. But Austin Hartenfels got Carl Shedd right there behind him, as these guys have gone 18 laps so far, so they should be might be trying to make it on just one pit stop here tonight. We are going to ride here with our Goodyear blimp as we are going to follow the 29 of Austin Hartenfels here for one lap as they are making their way through turns 1, 2, and 3. We're going to scroll back here through the field. We still have a little battle going on between the 44 Michael Lariah and the 14 of Michael Fennelson as they are battling here in 4th and 5th position. Michael Lariah sitting there in the points lead. He has got 33 points over Walker Thomas. Walker Thomas now currently running in 14th position, currently 1 lap down. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize for some of the dead air. I am kind of nursing an eye injury, so I do apologize for the dead air. But meanwhile, going back to the race here, see if we got anybody really close. Just Michael Lariah and Michael Fennelson, really the closest battle we have. Actually, Ryan Dyson and Kyle Wetmore. Kyle Wetmore has caught Ryan Dyson as he is just trying to make the pass here. Looks like he is going to make the pass here coming into the final turn. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are now just 25 laps remaining here in tonight's race. We are still being led by Corey Hoover, who has led all the laps here tonight, 20 laps, as he is making his way, coming into the final straight stretch here before the final turn before the start-finish line. He will not be pitting. He is going to stay out. Austin Hartenfels, now he is making his way down on pit road as we speak. That is going to hand second place over to the 45, Carl Shed. Michael Lariah is going to move up into your third position, but he is still under fire from the 14 of Michael Fennelson, sitting there in the 5th position. Tell you what we're going to do. We are going to ride on the in-car of the 14 of Michael Fennelson. See how he is working that wheel, trying to keep up and get around the 44 of Michael Lariah for a lap or two. Well, it looks like Michael Lariah is actually starting to pull away from the 14 of Michael Fennelson, as these guys are still battling it out, still being led by Carl Shed. 23 laps since, has not pitted yet. He is going to try to extend it and make it a 1 pit stop race. Right now, just our top 3, and top 3 need to pit, and then of course the 88 of Joshua Adams back in 11th will need to pit. Also the 10 of Robert Kenny, he's got 21 laps, so he is going to have to pit as well. Well, it looks like we have a new race leader. That's going to be the 45 Carl Shed, as Corey Hoover is made his way down onto pit road. So we have a new race leader. We are just waiting on Carl Shedd and Michael Fennelson to come down onto pit road, as pretty much everybody else has made their way down on pit road, as we are now 22 laps remaining. So they are going to be able to make it on a one pit stop strategy as we have reached the halfway points of tonight's race. Well, we are going to take this opportunity to take a step away and do our second commercial break of the night. We'll be right back. When we return here on Dre Broadcasting Network, we'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Sonoma 90, brought to you by Upper Edge Racing, Profile Machine Products, Cup Series, powered by our Expression. Taking a look here, we have a shakeup in our top 10. Right now, we are being led by the 36 of Cal Whatmore. Corey Hoover back in second, Austin Hartenfeld's third, Carl Shedd fourth, Michael Araya rounding out your top 5. But here's the thing, Cal Whatmore, he has got 12 laps since his last pit. Is he going to be able to make it on fuel? Corey Hoover, Austin Hartenfeld's only 5 and 6 laps on their tires. Carl Shedd, Michael Araya sitting on 3 and 4. So we got some pit strategy going on as we are 17 laps remaining in tonight's race here at Sonoma. As we see, Cal Whatmore has a 2.4 second lead over the 33 of Corey Hoover. Corey Hoover leading 21 laps here tonight. Cal Whatmore's led 4. Carl Shedd led 3 laps. So they're going to get those bonus points of those laps led. As we see Corey Hoover catching up to the 36 of Cal Whatmore. He can see him in his mirrors. We are going to take a look here from the cockpit as Corey Hoover's working to try to get back up and get around him. He can see him, so he is pushing that machine hard, trying to get around him. He is pushing that Chevrolet SS all that he can, as you see him get hard on the brakes, riding that thing right next to the freaking tire barriers as he comes around that final turn here, coming towards the start finish line. Back in third, Austin Hartenfeld's coming up here into turns 1, 2, and 3, as he is right now behind the 78 of Joe Lawrence, who is 1 lap down. Joe Lawrence lets Austin Hartenfeld's go back. Austin Hartenfeld's sitting there in third, but right behind him, Carl Shedd. He can see him, but they got to get around that lap traffic. Michael Araya sitting here in fifth as he is following the 39 of Bronson Stafford. Looks like Bronson Stafford's got a little bit of damage on that machine. Not too much, though, but he is running back in 14th position. Oh, as he is smoking there on the track. Let's pull up the replay here and see if we can see exactly what happened there. As we are going to focus on the 39 of Bronson Stafford, as he has got the 44 of Michael Araya right behind him. As he comes into the turn, a little heavy left side damage there. Comes through the turn, kind of goes wide. Oh, gets a little wiggly, and he just loses it out of the turn, blows his engine. He's going to have to tow down on the pit road. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have had the 2 of Justin Munsell retire behind the wall. Marvin Wingfield behind the wall. Corey Blevins also behind the wall. As we are now just 14 cars left out on the track as we speak, and only 10 of these machines on the lead lap. As we are now coming up 15 laps to go in tonight's race. As we see the 36 Cal Whatmore, he is coming on pit road. That is going to hand the race lead back over to the 33 of Corey Hoover. Austin Hartenfeld's, he is going to move up into second position. Carl Shedd going to move up into third position as he is still riding behind the 78 of Joe Lawrence. Michael Araya sitting in fifth position as we speak. Michael Fennelson in sixth. Bradley Burt 7th, Brian Dyson sitting there in 8th position, Dalton Alexander in 9th, and Riley Grant Davis, the last car on a lead lap, rounding out your top 10. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a typical road race here. Kind of spread out. Not really no battles going on here as Corey Hoover's in the lead. He is 3.9 seconds over the 29 of Austin Hartenfels. 7.9 seconds ahead of Carl Shedd in third. Michael Araya, he is almost 30 seconds off the leader. Same with the 36 of Cal Whatmore, who had just come down on pit road. So the question is, does he have enough time to try to catch back up to Corey Hoover, as he is actually gaining ground on the 44 of Michael Araya. Fastest lap of the night was actually set. That's going to be by the 29 Austin Hartenfels. He has set the fastest time with a 14.078. So he has got the fastest time. The next fastest time is going to be Corey Hoover with a 14.150. But Austin Hartenfels 3.8 seconds behind our leader. As I am taking a look here, we really ain't got nobody too close. They are spread out really good here. As Corey Hoover is now leading, as he has led 23 laps already here tonight, and we are now 13 laps to go here at Sonoma Raceway. As Corey Hoover's coming into the final turns, as he is going to put another lap in the books. As our chopper is following along the 33 of Corey Hoover, Austin Hartenfels sitting there in second, just now crossing the start-finish line. Carl Shedd third. Cal Whatmore has got around Michael Araya, moved up into the fourth position, but he is still being shown about 21 seconds behind third place of Carl Shedd. Can he make that up in just 12 laps that we have remaining here tonight at Sonoma? I want to take this time and thank everybody for tuning into the Dre Broadcasting Network. Without you guys, we are nothing. 380 plus subscribers here on YouTube and growing. Appreciate everyone that tunes in and checks out. Same with all the guys from the leagues. They love coming back and watching these races. So definitely appreciate you guys and look forward to seeing you guys more and more as we bring more and more racing to YouTube live from iRacing.com Motorsports Simulator. Going back up front, Corey Hoover still leading here as he is working his way around the track. Just 11 laps to go. Go ahead and take a look while we got some time at our race report here. Of course, no cautions, 3 lead changes so far here at Sonoma, as it has been Corey Hoover out front. He started on the pole and currently up to a 4-second lead over the 29 of Austin Hartenfels. I tell you what though, Cal Whatmore, he is a man on a mission here. He is closed up to 19.5 seconds behind Carl Shedd right now. Carl Shedd sitting in third position. He is hoping to come away tonight with a top 3 podium finish. '24 Riley Grant Davis doing a pretty good job sitting back in 10th. Last car on the lead lap, as he is right about a 14.7 seconds behind 9th place. That's going to be the 12 of Dalton Alexander. Ryan Dyson, I'm sorry. He is about 2 seconds behind Michael Fennelson, who is sitting in 7th position. Bradley Burt is up into 6th. Michael Laraya rounding out your top 5. Carl Wetmore in 4th. And actually still gaining time on the 45 of Carl Shedd, who is in 3rd. Austin Hartenfels, though, he is now 3.9 seconds behind our race leader, the 33 of Corey Hoover. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series powered by our Expression, as we are coming here towards the end of the season. So we are actually approaching the midway point. Still a lot of time for these drivers, as our current points leader sitting back in the 5th position right now. Another interesting fact I just found out about here at Sonoma, on the NASCAR Cup configuration here at Sonoma Raceway, it is lined with 1,000 tire packs, which is made up of 25,000 tires, 90,000 screws, 90,000 clips, and over 180,000 washers. Wow, that's a whole lot of tires there. Well, as we are now on lap 38, just 8 laps remaining. Can anybody catch the 33 of Corey Hoover? Corey Hoover is the man out front with a 3 second lead over Austin Hartenfels. Carl Shedd just 2 seconds back from Austin, but Cal Whatmore, he has closed that gap to 17.4 seconds behind Carl, but I don't think he's going to have enough time to do it. Michael Laraya, just 9 seconds there behind Cal Whatmore, rounding out your top 5. So we are coming down to the nitty gritty. We are going to go ahead and take one short commercial break here. Then we are going to bring you the conclusion to tonight's race. So once again, thanks for tuning in to Dre Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Sonoma Raceway, ladies and gentlemen, as we are 5 laps to go. That's right, 5 laps to go. Car still currently being led by the 33 of Corey Huber. Austin Hartenfeld sitting in second. Carl Shedd third, but he has actually caught the 29 of Austin Hartenfeld. So we have a battle brewing here for second position. Meanwhile, Cal Wetmore has closed the gap to 16.5 seconds to Carl Shedd. Not enough time for him to get up there, so we're going to keep an eye here on Austin Hartenfeld and Carl Shedd, as that is the closest battle we have on the track. Actually, Michael Fendelson, he is right behind the 51 of Bradley Burt, so we've got a battle possibly brewing for 6th and 7th as well. Carl Shedd sitting about 3 laps newer tires over the 29 of Austin Hartenfeld, so he's got that advantage of having a little bit fresher tires, as he has now closed that gap to just 0.7 of a second. Four laps to go now, as this lap race is lending out. Corey Huber up to a 3.2 second lead over Austin Hartenfeld. He has just got to ride, stay clean, hit his points, as he is getting ready to come through the hard right hairpin turn, as he is going to come towards the start finish line, making it just 3 laps to go here at Sonoma. Austin Hartenfeld now extending his lead over the 45 of Carl Shedd. He is about a 1.2 second lead over him now, but Carl Shedd is not giving up. He is driving that thing hard, as he is just hammering down, trying everything he can do. He is just not happy with third. He wants to get up into the top 2. So we are 3 laps to go here in tonight's race. Top 3, Corey Huber, Austin Hartenfeld, Carl Shedd. As we are just coming to the conclusion here, is Corey Huber is now coming here into that hard right turn. Just 2 laps to go. Next time around, he will get the white flag here at Sonoma Raceway. Great job to Corey after starting on the pole. But anything could happen. We are now 2 laps to go. 2 to go here at Sonoma. Final 2 laps. Corey Huber leading 34 of the 45 laps. Austin Hartenfeld in second. Carl Shedd sitting third. Cal Wetmore sitting in fourth. He has closed the gap to 15.8 seconds. Not enough time. Michael Araya sitting there in 5th position. Michael Fendelson in 6th. Bradley Burke moving back to 7th. Ryan Dyson sitting there in 8th. Dalton Alexander 9th. And Riley Grant Davis rounding out your top 10 as we are 2 laps to go. Only 9 cars left here on the lead lap after this 45 lap battle. Not only were they battling each other, but a lot of these guys was battling the track, is making these right and left hand turns, as we have got our eyes on the race leader. He is coming into the final set of turns before he will be taking the white flag. Austin Hartenfeld only 2.4 seconds behind our leader Corey Huber as they are coming towards the start finish line. White flag is out. Final lap here tonight. Carl Shedd, he is only 0.6 as he has caught Austin Hartenfeld. Is he going to be able to complete the pass? This is the closest battle out on the track. So we are going to keep our eyes right here on Austin Hartenfeld, Carl Shedd, as they are going to be battling for second. Can Carl Shedd capitalize on those 3-lap newer tires than Austin? As they are coming around here, only a few more laps to go, or about a half a track left. They can see the race leader, but Austin Hartenfeld's trying to hold on to that second. Carl Shedd, he is wanting it. He is pushing that car to its max as they are getting ready to come into the final set of turns. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think he's going to be able to get there. Corey Hoover coming into the final set of turns. He is going to be taking the checkered flag. Checkered flag is out. Corey Hoover is going to take the win. Austin Hartenfels, he is going to hold off the hard charge of Carl Shedd. He is going to take second. Carl Shedd third. Cal Whatmore is going to come in fourth. Michael Lariah still coming around here as we see the 36 machine of Cal Whatmore as he is taking the checkered flag. Michael Lariah, he is still working his way around the track, but he is 6 seconds ahead of Michael Fendelson. He is going to round out our top 5. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed it, but we have had a race here. 33, Corey Hoover, after leading 36 laps tonight, starting on the pole, getting his first win of the season here at Sonoma. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be getting some interviews from our top 3 drivers here tonight. Carl Hoover out there burning it down. We are going to get our race interviews here in one moment as we get down and talk to the drivers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start with third place tonight, the 45 of Carl Shedd. Carl Shedd, this is Dave in the Dre Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
10-4, you got me?
I got you loud and clear. What a race out there. I thought you were catching up on the 29 of Austin Hartenfels. Can you tell us about that last lap?
Yeah, we had a fun replay kind of last year. Almost came down to the exact same corners and the same distance between us there, and I didn't expect to catch him there in 7 like I did. I was hoping I'd be close enough to maybe give him a little shove in the last corner, but I gained so much on him on the entry to 7 that if I had touched him, we would have both just been totaled. So I, hopped the tires and got out of it, and that kind of settled me into third there. But these guys, Corey and Austin, are both amazing road course drivers. Just to be anywhere near them at the end of a race, you feel like you've won when you finish third racing those two.
Yeah, most definitely. We have seen you having a really good season so far. Taking a look at your stats, you do have 1 win. This will be your 4th top 5 of the season. Can you tell us a little bit about your season so far and what we can expect to see you from the on point of the rest of the season?
Yeah, I've had a pretty good season. It seems like if I can keep the car from getting in trouble or getting taken out, I can get near that top 5 each race. So if we can clean up some of the mistakes I've had there where, I think Kentucky I was wrecked out and there's some other race recently, a very similar situation, running well, and then something happened. So it's just about cleaning up those mistakes and trying to put myself in better situations to not be in the mess, It's like as you guys see, it's great competition. I think we only have 2 guys with repeat wins. So, there's a lot of parity out here and it's a lot of fun. So anybody who does anything from here on out has to be consistent. So if I can just stay out of trouble and keep up near the front, I think I could get another win or 2 this year.
Well, Carl, we are going from Sonoma to Daytona. Do you get any special plans, any secrets? Do you plan on Because going from a road course to a plate track, I mean, a lot of people say it's about luck at that plate track.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man, it's luck plays into it for sure. But to get the win, a lot of the times, I tell you what, I got a lot of buddies that they always find themselves to the front. So there's a little skill there. But man, I tell you, the best plan I could have for next week is to plan a vacation and put the car in the garage, because plate tracks, I am not one of the lucky ones. So I'm looking beyond that. Go there as a wild card and see what happens. But for the most part, just kind of keep my eyes onto the races after that.
Well, once again, congratulations on your third place finish, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you again here at the later stages of the race since you're having such a great season. Before I let you go, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to or a special thanks to?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my teammates, Joseph, Trevor, and Adam. Trevor and Adam couldn't be here tonight, but as I told them, that was thanks for the 2 easy spots. Our buddy Bruce, who's a member of the team in spirit, he's not here tonight. And shout out to my family back home. My grandfather, he's not doing so well, so I want to say hello to him and let him know that we're thinking about him. And we tried to get one for him here. And my buddies at Aegis Motorsports that put the paints on the car. A good group of guys, learned a lot from them. So, and thank you guys for the broadcast. As always, you do a fantastic job. And to Upper Edge, they put on a fantastic league. Ryan puts a lot of work into making sure the presentation is great. And I thank him for that. It's wonderful to race here.
Yeah, most definitely, Carl. Well, congratulations once again on your third place. We're going to let you get back to your crew and celebrate. And hopefully we'll talk to you again next week.
10-4. Have a good night, fellas.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was third place, Carl Shed. Next, we have caught up with Austin Hartenfels, who found himself in second position. How about it, Austin? This is Dave in the Dre Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Hey, how's it going?
Doing pretty good. I was talking to Carl there. That last couple of laps looks like he was gaining on you. Can you tell us from your point of view what that last couple of laps is watching him in your rearview mirror and get closer?
Yeah, I was definitely focused on catching Corey. I knew Carl had a little bit fresher tires. That was the difference. I think he pit about 2 or 3 laps, I think, after me. So he had about 2 or 3 laps fresher tires. So he was making up ground pretty quickly. And after about 10 or 11 laps here, the tires just start falling off. So I was sliding around all over the place, trying to make up ground on Corey. I felt like I probably could have stayed with Corey the rest of the race if a couple lap cars had gone my way instead. But overall, it was a good night. And these road courses are a lot of fun, so it was a good finish there.
Oh, most definitely. The fans love watching it. They're just not used to seeing you go right, but here you got to go up, down, left, and right. But definitely a good shot coming out into second. Now, next week we move on to Daytona. Do you have any hidden secrets you plan on using next week at Daytona?
Really, just teammates. I mean, Daytona is sort of a crapshoot most of the time. You hear a lot of drivers saying that, and I mean, a lot of times it's not in your control at Daytona. So you kind of just have to go with the flow and work with teammates. And usually our strategy is to stay in the back and avoid all the trouble, and then make your way up to the front and towards the end. But I'm not sure what our strategy is going to be next week. We'll have to see. But definitely, it's getting closer to the chase. I think 4 or 5 more races to make the cutoff. So it's definitely it's important. And I think tonight really helped. At least my position in the points. I think I'm closer to 10th or 11th. So definitely helped in that regard. And hopefully, we as a team can come together and do pretty well next week.
Yeah, most definitely. Before tonight's race, you were sitting 10th in points, so this second place is going to help you gain a few positions there, most definitely coming into next week in Daytona. Now, Austin, before we let you go, is there any shout-outs or special things you'd like to give?
Yeah, definitely. Ryan Dyson, who sets everything up, runs the league, paints the cars. He's done a great job, and he takes a lot of crap for it. But he's done a fantastic job the past few years running this league, and definitely all my sponsors, Adams Polishes and Epsess Garage, SEM, and RCA. Just the team, we've done a great job this year. I think we've had some bad luck, but I think it's definitely turning around, especially heading towards the chase.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, congratulations once again on your second place finish, and hopefully next week we'll talk to you again in the top 3 podium, maybe even a win, get your first win of the season at Daytona.
Yep, definitely looking forward to it. Thanks.
Have a good night. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was second placed Austin Hartenfels. Now, the man of the hour, Corey Hoover, started on the pole, led 36 laps here tonight at Sonoma. Corey, this is Dave in the Dre Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys. I finally got one.
Yeah, you definitely came away with a win tonight, and you did it in a dominating fashion. As I said, you had led 36 laps here tonight at Sonoma. What did you think your chances were coming into this race tonight?
Well, RCA, we always circle the road courses for sure. That's one thing we take great pride in. Love on the twisty bits. We brought in Cal Watmore. He's really, really fast Aussie. Pleasure to race with him as always, and my teammates. But yeah, Sonoma, one of my favorite tracks at all. Love getting through the gears, especially with these big, heavy cup cars hopping over the curbs and whatnot. So it's always fun to win out here in wine country.
Oh, most definitely. It's definitely a thrill watching home, watching you hit those curbs going up on two wheels. Got to be careful, though, because do it just wrong. We saw a couple cars tonight hit those curves wrong and just lose it. But I tell you, there for a while it looked like Austin Hartenfels was going to catch you, but then we were also keeping an eye on Cal Watmore. Different pitch strategy. We didn't know if it was going to play out, but it looked like you were catching him before he went into that pit.
Yeah, Austin for sure was putting on the pressure. I was trying to conserve my tires at the end. I think it did more harm than good. Tried to conserve it a bit too much and lost a bit of time. But he was certainly aggressive tonight. Congratulations to him. He's had a pretty rough year, so second to him feels like a win. But yeah, Cal tried something different. He's just, he's going for the win. I'm not in here for points or anything like that, just racing for fun. So I thought it was going to work, but the tires held up about 15 laps into a run. Then you started really feeling it. Yeah, all in all, it was a great night. Just got to thank all my sponsors, Comedic Gasket for being on board, SEM Products, Hunt Brothers Pizza, and Brian Dyson, of course, for putting on this league, and you guys for broadcasting.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, we are going from a road course to a plate track. What are your thoughts next week at Daytona?
Just stay out of trouble. Although we're in the chase, so that's always good. Gonna try to work on getting our other cars into the chase, or if we can steal another win, we'll take that for sure.
Well, you put on a heck of a show for the fans at home here tonight. As we said, leading 36 laps of the 45 here at Sonoma. We're going to let you get back to your pit crew and celebrate that hard-earned win tonight. Congratulations on coming away with your first win here tonight at Sonoma.
All right, thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was our winner of tonight's race here at Sonoma. Let's go over the final results here tonight. Corey Hoover coming from the pole position, taking the win. Austin Hartenfels sitting in second. Carl Shedd third. Cal Watmore sitting in fourth. Michael Araya fifth. Michael Fennelson finishing in your sixth position. Finishing seventh, Bradley Burt. Ryan Dyson eighth. Dalton Alexander finishing in ninth position. 10th will be Raleigh Grant Davis. Finishing 11th will be Joe Lawrence. Joshua Adams finishing 12th. Walker Thomas 13th. Robert Kenny 14th. Bronson Stafford 15th. Justin Munsels finishing 16th. Joseph Tice finishing in 17th. Marvin Wingfield in 18th. Corey Blevins 19th. And Nick Massey rounding out your top 20 here tonight's race. Well, it's been an eventful one, an exciting one. I hope you guys enjoyed the twists and turns of Sonoma. Well, next week we will be live, same time, same channel, also on the iRacing Live portal, except we will be at Daytona International Speedway. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Dre Broadcasting Network, and we'll catch you next week. Have a great evening.